The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has been one of the world's longest and most complex disputes. The roots trace back to the 20th century, but tensions heightened significantly after Israel's invasion of the West Bank and Gaza in 1967. Areas is still widely regarded as occupied Palestinian territories. These lands were one part of Jordan and Egypt but now remain under varying degrees of Israeli control. Over the years, Israeli citizens have moved into the West Bank, living in purpose-built settlements, a practice seen as illegal under the Fourth Geneva Convention. However, Israel disputes this claim, creating further complications for any peaceful resolution. The most widely accepted solution to this conflict has been the two-state solution, a proposal to establish a Palestinian state alongside Israel in the West Bank and Gaza. While Fatah, one of the major Palestinian political factions, supports this vision, Hamas, which controls Gaza, rejects it. Their aim is for the entire land, including Israel, to form a future Palestinian state. Efforts toward peace have often been met with violence. Negotiations over the years, including a prominent set mediated by US Secretary of State John Kerry in 2013, collapsed in 2014 when the Palestinian Authority reconciled with Hamas, a move opposed by Israel. This marked the end of formal talks, followed by a devastating conflict in Gaza. In the summer of 2014, Israeli military operations in Gaza, in a response to Hamas rocket attacks, led to the death of over 2,000 Palestinians, many of them civilians. Israeli losses were also significant. Since then, despite ceasefires and indirect talks, a lasting solution remains out of reach. Restrictions in Gaza remain severe, with many Gazans unable to leave the territory, while some barriers have been lifted as part of ceasefire agreements. Daily life for millions of Palestinians continues to be marked by economic hardship and limited mobility. The conflict also affects international relations, with many in the UK calling on the government to recognize Palestine as a state. However, under international law, the Palestinian Authority does not meet the full criteria for statehood. Pro-Israeli groups argue that UK aid to the Palestinian Authority should be scrutinized due to its perceived tolerance of militant factions. While the two-state solution remains the most viable path to peace, meaningful progress depends on sustained diplomacy, compromise, and international support. Until then, the future of the region remains uncertain, and the hope for lasting peace continues to elude both Israelis and Palestinians.
For more updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel TSW News that reveal the truth, and visit our website www.topstoriesworld.com.